everybody, and welcome back once again here this morning to Fort St. John for the second semifinal in this U15 Tier 1 BC Hockey Championship. This morning, the Trackers were defeated by the Rockets 4-3. So the Rockets are heading off to the gold medal game, and the Trackers are heading off to the bronze medal game. And these two teams here, we got Semiahmoo Ravens up against the Vancouver Thunderbirds. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with each other. I'm pretty sure you've been playing all year and just played the playoffs together a week and a half ago. So Semiahmoo ended up second in Pool A, and Vancouver ended up first in Pool B. Vancouver with starting off with a win 12-0 against North Central. Then they tied East Kootenay 5-5 and won yesterday against the Trackers 3-2. Semiahmoo lost their first game 7-4 against Central Zone Rockets. And they won their second game 6-5 against West Kootenay, and they tied Nanaimo 3-3 yesterday. Game is underway. Who sends it in? Spence dishing back for Semiahmoo around the near side. Stumped back in. Semiahmoo now in behind the Ravens net. Shot there went wide. That was from Who at the point. Now in the corner. Fitch with it. Back to the point. Who with a shot? That was, I think, off Cliff's stick and wide of the net. In the far corner now. Creeder. Actually, that's Knopfels back to the point. Who? That shot was off Cliff and looked like that one stung a bit. Now, Cliff Plant cleared it out, and now they get it out. Who with it, dishing it back. That's who is that? Miller dumping it in. On the far side now, Wheatley with a long shot and a rebound right in front. Couldn't get a stick on it though. That was Muscatella right there. And now a long shot. Gloved down by Huang and held on to. Starting goalies today for Semiahmoo, Daniel Huang. And for Vancouver, Aiden Pang. Face off in the Semiahmoo zone. Back to the points, held in. And behind the net, Atkins. Around far side Semiahmoo, chipping it up. They can't clear it though. Now another attempt there, and now they're able to clear it out to the neutral zone. That was Giray sending it over to the far side. Now McLeod digging for it, he gets it. He's got Vickers in front. Shot. Saved by Pang and cleared down the ice here. Halley picking it up for Semiahmoo. Into the middle for Vickers. Tried to send it ahead. That was off of a skate. Now back into the Semiahmoo zone. Halley up the middle. That was Borisov intercepting that. Now Wickeden getting it and firing it in. Parsons off the glass and held in at the line by Wickeden. Now back the other way. Nicola, he's bumped off the puck. Mackay with it at the neutral zone, backhanding it in. Parsons back for it. Harris in there though. Up against the boards. Borisov picking it up and back in behind the net for Harris. Sends it back to Mackay at the point. Shot right in, and I think it was knocked down in front there by Parsons, and he cleared it out to the neutral zone. Wickeden sent it right back in again. Spence racing in there. He's got Fitch chasing him. Round up behind the net, up the boards. Whedon got a stick on it. It's out through the middle. Cliff with it. He's going to dump it in. Who chipping it up the boards. Wheatley holding it in. Who gets it back now. Whedon looking for a pass over to the far side for Kanopoulos. Gets it there. It was checked though. In behind the net. Digging at it. Semiahmoo up the boards, and I think that went off by Whedon's glove and into the Semiahmoo bench. Faceoff's going to be just outside the Vancouver zone. Off the draw. McLeod dumping it in. It was off who into the far corner. Miller sending it around to the near side. Atkins trying to clear it. It's held in there by Giray into the corner. Taken heavily into the boards was who by Giray, and puck comes loose now. Giray out to the middle. Shot there by Moscatello was blocked. Puck comes down in the Ravens zone. Chip back. Moscatello into the middle. Knocked down by Nicola and picking it up in the middle, but Creeder knocked him off the puck before he could get a shot off. Now in behind the net, McLeod skating up with it, moving it up to Atkins at the red line. Puck comes loose and chipped ahead there by Martin, and it's sent right back in. Back behind the net for Minamime. He's got Harris stole it from him. Get it back to the point. Now Creeder on the near side. Shot right in. I missed the net. Harris picking it up in the corner. And the puck comes out. Smothers with it. He dumps it around the far boards. Vickers sends one up through the middle. It's gloved down by Miller. Dishing for Harris. Shot just over the net. And on the half wall, Esposito digging for it. Comes away with it for a second, but Cliff that was. He sends it off the glass out to the neutral zone. Now he gets it. Tried to go around Mackay, and Mackay picked it up and down the ice. If it goes all the way, it will. It's going to be icing. 14:23 left in the first period. No score. Vancouver with a shot here just over the net. That was, he had another one or two as well there in that last sequence. Face off down in the Thunderbirds zone. And behind the net, Fitch got it up the boards into the middle for Whedon. You can't pull it up. And Spence sends it back off the glass. Wickeden now just inside the Thunderbird zone. Mackay back to Wickeden now. Up to Kanopoulos at the blue line. That was knocked off his stick. Wheatley backhanded over to the far side. Spence racing in on it. Wickeden. And Spence gets there, sends it out front. And a shot by Wheatley right off the post. And it comes all the way back now by Whedon racing in on it, but that was Halley's able to get there and break it up. Now cleared out. Cliff picking it up at the blue line. At the red line, he's going to dump it in. And right in on goal. Pang's going to cover it up for a whistle. Good chance here by Semiahmoo. Good job by Spence getting in there and getting the puck, and then right in front, Wheatley with a shot off the inside of the post. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Up against the board. Martin over to the far side. McLeod comes back to the point. Semiahmoo held it in for a second, but Vancouver gets it out to the neutral zone. Now who with it at the red line. Dumps it into the far corner. Semiahmoo off the boards. Chin back the other way around for Vancouver. Now on the near side. Trying to chip it up there. Who's holding it in at the blue line? And Moscatello for Semiahmoo gets in the red line, dumps it in. Pang stopping it up behind the net for who? To the far side. Chin carrying it in over the blue line. He got checked. Nicola gets to the blue line. He dumps it in behind the net. McLeod back to pick it up for Vancouver. Around a couple players out to the middle for Esposito. Now moving in with some speed on the far side. Dished it into the middle, but it was cleared away by Smothers. Now another attempt there. Esposito picking up in the corner and behind the net. Chin back to the point. Frieder over to the far side for McLeod. On the half wall, he's checked there by Zhang, and he's going to carry it up. And Esposito's able to knock it back into the neutral zone. Cliff now, chipping it ahead. McLeod, that was to the near side for Esposito. He lost it there to Cliff, and Semiahmoo now up to the neutral zone. Vickers with a shot from long range, and Pang's going to hold on to that one for a whistle. .11:49 left in the first period, no score. Back to the point, off the draw. Shot there by Parsons was blocked. Up to Kanofos now at the red line, off the glass and in. Halley racing back for it with by Whedon. Puck comes loose. Kanofos gets it back to the point, over to Mackay. Shot, that went off. Cliff stick and off the back glass. Now Fitch with it, moving it over to the far side. Shot there by Wickeden, I think that is. And Wang's gonna glove it down and hold on for a whistle. Face off in the Ravens zone. Comes back to by Whedon with a shot right off the draw. Wang gloved it. Quick shot there. Face-offs in the same spot again. Semiahmoo getting it off the face-off, sending it around to the near side. Halley, that's actually Martin. To the red line. And dumping it into the Vancouver zone. Wickeden back to pick it up behind the net. Dishes around the boards. Vi Whedon there. Sends one off the glass. Now to the neutral zone. Kanofos picking it up. He's got Fitch with him. Takes a shot. Steered aside. Now in the corner, sent up in the far wall there. That was McLeod clearing it out to the neutral zone. Now Vi Whedon backhanding a high one in off the glass behind the net. Semiahmoo trying to chip it by Whedon. Can't get it, and Martin now up the boards. He gets it back over to the far side. McLeod dumping it in behind the net. Who's back to pick it up for Vancouver? He's going to stop up behind the net and move it into the middle there for Miller. Now up to Atkins at the red line, at the neutral zone. He was stopped. Back the other way. Semiahmoo comes trying to get into the middle, but it was picked off by Whedon. Back the other way now. Over to Alvin on the near side. Dumped in. Vickers in the corner. Comes loose and chipped up the boards. Zhang with it into the middle now for Nicola moving in. Dumps it in behind the net. Miller around now to Chin off his stick into the neutral zone. Smothers dumping it in. Who back to pick it up. And behind the net. Semiahmoo was changing. Who's going to carry it up into the neutral zone at the red line, backhanding it in. Ends up behind the Semiahmoo net. That's Warsaw. Had it for a second, but the Ravens get it back now, clearing it to the neutral zone. And back in, Spence over to the far side. Up the boards now. McLeod just sending it back the other way. Harris, with a weak shot there. Steered aside, in behind the net. Halley is checked up against the boards in the corner. Spence comes in to help, and puck comes loose. Harris backhanded towards the front of the net, but it was cleared away by Halley and up. Wheatley was dumping that in, but it was from the wrong side of center. And it's going to be icing. With 8:37 to go here in the first period, no scoring. Vancouver with the slight edge on shots, 5-3. Face off in the Ravens zone. Semiahmoo in the corner, around to the near side. Martin up the boards. Zhang, sorry, that's Giray over the far side and in behind the net. Vancouver with it. McLeod in the corner, turning back, now dropping. That's Creeder up the middle by Whedon. They're going to say he tipped it and not icing. Fired around there by Semiahmoo on the far side. In the neutral zone, Fitch. Fish is back from McLeod now, and Wicked in on the near side. Back from McLeod at the Vancouver blue line now. Up to Fitch at the red line. Dishes ahead by Whedon. Moving in from the outside. It was knocked off his stick. That was Moscatello there, knocking it off. And now Canopos trying to center it. It was off a skate. Back to the blue line. Shot. And just actually steered aside, I think, by Huang. Comes back to the line, held in by Whedon. In behind the net, Semiahmoo gets it. Comes out the near side, off the glass, into the neutral zone. Racing in on it, McLeod, and he poked it towards the goal, but Pang cleared it away. Now up to the neutral zone, Mackay up for Alvin. Backhanding it in on goal and steered into the corner. Back at the point, Mackay, he's checked. Stayed in though, Chin with it. Shot, that missed the net on the far side. Now Miller holding it in on the line, right in front of the net. Backhand shot by Chin, that was steered into the corner. And Minamime taking his man into the boards. Now puck comes loose, back to the point. Shot off the blocker. Nicola trying to clear it, and I think it did go out now. On the far side, Zhang with it, knocked off his stick, he gets it back, and just outside the line, it's going to be offside. Face-off's going to be in the neutral zone just outside the Vancouver end on the far side. Off the jaw. Parsons gets it over here for Halley, dumps it in on goal. Now Wheatley's bumped off the puck on the far side. Esposito picking it up and passing to Hu in the middle. Spence broke that up. Back to Parsons, clearing the high one up to the neutral zone. Miller sending it right back in again behind the net. Halley with it now. Up the boards. Cliff trying to bat it down at the red line. Now sending it in. McLeod back to pick it up. Behind the net, stopping up. And tried to spin off the check there, but it was stolen. Wheatley with it now behind the net, right out front. And Moscatello with a chance in front. I don't know if he didn't get the shot off, but it seemed like he had time, and there was a lot of net there. Now at the red line, Borisov sending one in. Halley back to pick it up for Semiahmoo. Chipping a high one up into the middle for Giray. Sent it in behind the net. McLeod back there. That was McLeod on McLeod. Didn't realize, just realized now there's two McLeods out here. Vancouver trying to move in there. That was Fitch. He was knocked off the puck on the far side. Now Giray with it. Trying to dump it in. He had his stick lifted. He gets it back now. Walking in with a shot off the top of the goalie stick and into the corner. Wickeden now on the far side. Over here. Vickers now trying to get it out to the middle. That was cleared away. Now on the far side, Semiahmoo is being tied up there. No call. Puck's up against the boards. Now it comes loose. Nicola getting it back to Semiahmoo. Sends it over the near side. Zhang was carrying it in there, and it ended up on the far side. Now Vancouver clearing it down. Minamime with it. On the far side, he's got a little room moving in. Shot was off wicket and sticking towards the goal. Pang loved it and held on. Let's take another look at that chance. Right in front there. Looks like he saved it. Comes back to the point off the draw. Shot there was wide. And cleared out now. And all the way down. It's not going to be enough for icing though. Minamime back to pick it up for Semiahmoo. Behind the net is going to stop. Move it up to the near side. Cliff into the middle. Spence moving into the middle. Shot there. I think that was Wheatley with a chance and saved. Now Spence with it again, backhanding it into the corner. And behind the net. Cliff trying to spin off a check by who. Gets it back to the point. Halley with a shot right on goal and held on by Pang, and a penalty coming. Interference. Chin is heading to the box for Vancouver. It looks like Semiahmoo is going to go on the power play with 3:15 left here in the first period. And Semiahmoo player is down. I think it's Wheatley. He's not down anymore. He's up now, heading into the bench. And it is Wheatley. Looks like he's holding his face or throat area. Just want to try and get this replay in here. Spence sent it across there, and Wheatley with a chance. Now off the draw. Short side. Semiahmoo with a shot. One-timer there. But Pang came across to make the save. Oh. Thought I grabbed the replay there, but looks like it didn't take. Face off now on the near side. Right off the draw. Shot goes into the corner. McLeod for Vancouver behind the net. Creeder. She's checked. Fitch gets it. Cleared it into the middle there, and McLeod now up to Whedon. Back to McLeod at the neutral zone. He's going to dump it in. On the near side, Semiahmoo. In front of the net, puts it up for Zhang at the blue line. Back to Semiahmoo on the far side. At the blue line, he's going to dump it in. Creeder back, chips it up the boards. Spence can't hold it in there on the half wall, and it comes out to Vickers in the neutral zone. Over to Semiahmoo on the far side with some room now. Back to Cliff here on the near side, working in on the outside with a shot. Gloved. Might have been going over the net. 2:15 left in the period. Minute and 1 second left in the penalty. Still 0-0. Off the draw. Spence trying to get it. Goes into the corner. Cliff with it. He's back out there. That's good. Gets it back to Minamime at the point. His shot was off a body and into the corner. Now back to the point. Smothers. To the far side. Smothers, sorry. And cleared out to the neutral zone. Smothers for it. Picking it up at the Ravens blue line. Now backing up and moving to the near side for Zhang. Up for Cliff. Over to the far side. Spence off his glove, and Wickeden picking it up. He can't clear it. Now Atkins getting it and firing it down the ice. Then behind the net, Smothers dishes to the corner. Cliff picks it up. Up for Vickers, over to the far side. Wheatley with it. Trying to get to the blue line. He does, and chipped ahead as the Vancouver penalty is over. Chin steps out of the box. Puck comes back to Semiahmoo at the Ravens blue line. He moves it ahead for Wheatley. And he sends one in, just missing the net. Who back to pick it up. Trying to clear it, and he gets it up from the neutral zone. Semiahmoo just inside the Ravens. Andes picks it up. Moves it over here for Martin. Up through the middle. Pass was intercepted. Fitch with it now. Moving in. Semiahmoo able to knock it off his stick, and back at the point, who held it in at the line. Knopfos now in the corner. Dishes for Fitch. At the top of the circle for Miller at the point. Into Who in the corner. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Now Miller picking up. Trying to pitch Semiahmoo on a change by Wheaton in the middle there. Who was breaking in, but he couldn't get the pass. Now Martin racing for it on the far side. Nice move at the blue line now. Moving in ahead. Nicola, he can't quite get there to beat the icing. Just 0.8 seconds to go here in the first period. Might be enough time for a quick shot off the face-off down the Semiahmoo zone. Vancouver pulled their goalie here for this face-off. And it goes into the corner. No shot, so after one, Semiahmoo out shooting Vancouver 11-8. No score. We're going to have a flood, and we'll be back in a few minutes. right, second period is underway here in this second semifinal game. Off the draw by Whedon, carrying it in to the Semiahmoo zone, and he's checked. Now he gets it back. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Miller dumping it back in around the far side. Who was racing in there, but Semiahmoo cleans it up, clears it up to the neutral zone. Wheatley sending it over to Cliff. Shot right on goal. Off the blocker of Pang, and Knopfler's picking it up now off the boards, and Wheatley knocked it out of the air to the Semiahmoo bench. Early chance here. Cliff moving in with a shot. Face off just outside the Vancouver zone. Dumped in on goal, and Peng's going to cover that one up. Get a whistle. Had a couple of Semiahmoo players coming in there. Vickers off the draw, gets it back to the point. Smothers with a shot. That was steered aside now up to the neutral zone. Alvin picking it up. Nice toe drag into the middle and off the end of his stick. Now, I think that was G. Ray carrying it up. Zhang had the stick slashed out of his hand, and that's going to be a penalty. Alvin heading over to the box for Vancouver. Yeah, that was a slash that was actually on Zhang. So with 18:51 to go here in the second period, Semiahmoo is going on the power play, looking to open the scoring. Zamaru back in his own zone with it, moving it up now for Spence. Into the zone, stopping up. Back to Zemaru. On the near side for Martin. Over to the far side, Zhang. Walking in with a shot. That went off Fitch's stick and off the glass. Now Martin gets it back at the blue line. In close, and good chance there by Spence on the back door. Wheatley with that same play there. It's a good thing he didn't hit Fitch's stick, or probably would have knocked it out of his hand. Now back the other way. McLeod gets to the red line and banks it in. He's going to chase it and get there first. Stopping up in the corner. Zemaru is able to push it up and runs into Wheatley on the half wall. Now Wheatley has it. Into the middle. Nice pass up for Spence now. He's got Cliff with him. Into the middle for Cliff. They're just by him, and he got it back. Now with a shot there, that just missed the net. Over to the far side. Minamime at the point. That was Cliff there, getting it to Spence in close. Shot saved into the corner. Wheatley getting it back. And Chin carrying it up into the Semiahmoo zone. Vickers with it now at the red line. Stopping up. Walking in with a shot right in on goal, and there's a rebound there. Nicola couldn't get a stick on it. Vancouver got the puck and fired it down the ice. Penalty's almost over. Sent around the far side. Smothers up. Harris picking it off. Penalty's over. Vancouver's back to full strength. Zhang with it. Dishes. Vickers right in on goal. And got in a little tight. Ends up behind the net. He still has it though. Sending it back into the corner. Nicola over the far side. Couldn't hold it at the line there. I think that's Halley over there. Vickers again with it, carrying it in. He lost it. Zhang picking it up though, walking in with a shot. That was blocked by Mackay. Now in the corner, Vickers is knocked off the puck. Esposito the boards and cleared for Borisov coming in. He's got Wicked in with him. Shot right in and they score! Not sure who that is. That's Mackay, who finally came in and put that in. Wicked was heading towards the net, and the puck came loose right in front. Mackay actually pulled it around and pushed it under the pad. So Vancouver opening the scoring here in the semifinal, game 2. Off the draw now. 2 with it. Sending a pass up off over Kanapo's skate and into the neutral zone. Semiahmoo in with it. That ends up back in the neutral zone. On the far side, Moscatello with it. Firing a pass over here to the near side for McLeod. And up off the glass now. Semiahmoo holding it at the line for a second. Fitch is going to get it though on the far side and skate it up in the zone with a shot. That was blocked by Martin. Now by Whedon in the corner trying to get it out front quickly, but it was knocked down. Now Fitch into the top of the slot. Shot. Nice save. Blocker save there by Huang. Into the corner it goes. Now Martin off the boards, up into the neutral zone. Fitch picking it up. And stolen by Spence. Moving in. He's got McLeod on the near side. Right in on goal. And got in a little too tight there. Tried to send it back up front, but it was off Hang's pad. Now back the other way. Canofos for Vancouver moving in. He's got by Whedon out front. Tried to send it out there, but it was off a stick and on the near boards now. Penalty coming. Holding is the call. By Whedon is heading over to the box. Semiahmoo is about to go back on the power play. And he kind of held on there and dragged him down, so 14:33 left in the second period. Semiahmoo looking to even this up here, down 1-0. Shot from the point there by Smothers was blocked in front. Now Cliff gets it back to Smothers. Back to Cliff again, over to the far side. That was Vickers just fanning on the back door one-timer. In behind the net, Wheatley out front. Chance there by Cliff, I think. And puck set down the ice. Vickers back for it. Being pressured. Now he gets it behind the net. Smothers carrying it up. Gets to the blue line and passes up for Spence. Now inside the Vancouver zone. Off the boards to the far side. Vickers picking it up. Sends it around to the near side. Vancouver, McLeod off the boards. Out to the neutral zone. Smothers is there. Sends it back the other way and trying to catch Vancouver on a change. Now they're moving in 4-on-2 into the middle for Spence. Shot was blocked in front by Vancouver. McLeod now behind the net. Wheatley with it being pressured by Creeder, and he goes down, but there's no call at the point. Semiahmoo dishing for Spence now for Wheatley behind the net, trying to bring it out and jam it in the near side, but the net looked like it went off there and it didn't go in. Wheatley behind the net there, got it out front. I think that was Cliff with the shot that missed the net. 37 seconds left in the penalty to Vancouver. And now they're just getting the net back on. Off the draw. Nicola battling for it. Ends up with it behind the net. Tried to send it out front, but Alvin picked it up and dumped it down the ice. Right in on goal. Steered into the corner. Semiahmoo's got Harris in on him. He gets it behind for Martin. Martin up to the red line to the far side. Zhang tried to dish it back and Alvin intercepted it. Now he's skating back with it the other way over the blue line, trying to break in and off the end of his stick into the corner Vickers is going to pick it up. Penalty to Vancouver's over. They're able to kill that one off and keep the 1-goal lead now to the far side. Nicola trying to break in. Right in on goal with a shot, and the rebound was there, but Vickers couldn't get a stick on it. Into the corner. Dished in behind Vickers, now trying to spin off a check. Dishes at the blue line there for Parsons. His shot was blocked. Over to the far side. Knopfos with it to the red line, dumping it in. In behind the net. That was Halley dishing. Now up the far side. Moscatello racing for it, but Harris sends it off the glass. Now Fitch in with a shot. That went off the post from a sharp angle. He gets it back. It was checked there by Halley in the corner. He still has it though. In the middle. With a backhand off the side of the net this time. Good shift by Fitch. A couple of scoring chances. He's got it back again now. Dishing for Miller on the near side point and blocked by Giray. No, that's actually McLeod who blocked that. Now Cliff with that's Moscatello. Taking it in. Gets it for McLeod on the far side with a shot there. Steered into the corner. Moscatello now dishing in behind. Borisov in behind the net. For Miller now. Up for who that is. Backhanding it in. And Halley sending it around the far boards, but who held it in there and with a shot that was tipped into the corner. Sharp angled shot by Vancouver. Esposito with that shot. Puck ended up on the far side. Now who's getting there, picking up at the point, looking for a shot, right in on goal and deflected, but nice save there by Huang. And Vancouver with a bunch of chances on that shift. Fitch moving in with a sharp angled shot, that one just off the post. 10:22 left in the second period. Vancouver up 1-0. Sent behind the Semiahmoo net over to the far side. Nicola checks. Puck comes loose. Vickers off the wall there. And Creeder with a shot there that missed the net over to the near side. Held in. Harris behind the net. Trying to fend off a check. Dishes. Now he gets it back on the half wall. Back to the point. Creeder can't hold it in. Over to the near side for McLeod. To the red line and around. Around Zhang there and in. Now lost it into the corner. Borisov tried to send it out front. Didn't make it. Now chipped around the board. Zhang trying to clear it up here. Gets it into the middle for Vickers. Over the blue line. Walking in with a toe drag. Trying to get a shot off. He was checked. Borisov on the far side. Clears it to the neutral zone. Martin moves it over here for Semiahmoo. Dumping it into the far corner. Creeder picking it up for Vancouver. Ravens changing. Now into the middle. McLeod for Semiahmoo. Moscatello chipping it in, and I'm going to say that was icing? It didn't look like icing. I guess it's icing. Face off down the Raven zone. Off the draw. Martin gets it, takes it in behind the net. And to the neutral zone over the near side from McLeod. It was knocked away by Wickeden, and Atkins back the other way. It was knocked off his stick. Giray lost it. Albin now back for Wickeden over to the far side. Mukai back to Wickeden. Up to the neutral zone and off a stick and into the Vancouver bench. Faceoff's going to be just in front of the Ravens bench here, just outside of the Vancouver zone on the near side. Wicked in off the draw, sending it over to the far side. Up and in. Smothers back for it. He's got a couple players on him. Goes into the corner. Penalty coming. Not sure who it's on. Looks like Atkins, I think, is heading over the bench, or over the box, I should say. Let's see if we can see what happened. Right there is a slash. And that's the call. 8:22 to go in here in the second. Semiahmoo with a power play, and looks like there's no time up on the clock. They're going to blow it down. Semiahmoo with another power play here. Need to get a goal to get this tied up at 1. Still working on getting the time up on the clock. Looks like maybe something is wrong with the clock or something. So they're saying the clock isn't working and the penalty is going to be over at 6:22. That sucks. Hopefully they can get that fixed up. Back to Martin, off the draw. Tried to get that shot and it was knocked away now by Wheaton to the far side. And Wheatley now at the red line. Dumps it in behind the net. In the corner, Cliff tried to push it ahead. Who is going to get it and send a high backhand down the ice. Vi Wheaton racing in there. Zimmer is back. Vi Wheaton picks it up, spinning off in the corner, out to Fitch in the slot with a shot and a good short-handed chance there by Vancouver. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, is dumped back in. Martin's got it behind the net. With a long pass up here to Spence. He's got it at the blue line. And on the boards and behind the net for Cliff. Left it for Wheatley behind the net. Now Spence gets it back to Zimmer at the far point. On the near side, Martin shot. That went off by Wheaton's skate into the corner. Back to Martin again at the point. Moving into the middle. Shot was off the toe there of Pang. Now by Wheaton sending it down the ice. Zemaru back to pick it up. Finch right there. And up into the middle. Nicola lost it. Chin carrying it back the other way and off the linesman's skate at the blue line. And hauling down Vickers there, but no call. Now Who with it. Firing it down. That was knocked down at the blue line. Vickers now falling. Gets back up. Still has it. Into the middle for Zhang. Shot. Nice chance there. Nice blocker save by Pang. Back at the point. Smothers held it in for Vickers for a second now. Who's got it at the red line, carrying it in, and Chin just went for a change. It could have been a 2-on-1. Who with a shot off a stick, and Wang's going to glove it and hold on. Good chance here. Vickers moved it over to a no-look pass to Zhang right in the slot with a hard shot off the blocker. Now just around the far side, Giray with it. Passing to McLeod on the near side, trying to break in. Toe drag that was McLeod on McLeod. McLeod got a shot. went around to the far side and out. Now Harris breaking in. And he was checked from behind by Moscatello and cleared out to the neutral zone. Borisov has to wait. Now he's able to dump it in. Chin was offside. Actually, I guess he's still offside. That's Esposito, actually. Carrying it out now. Semiahmoo to the near side, looking for McLeod. And the whistle went. Not sure what's the call. Might have been offside. Face off down the Semiahmoo zone. That must have been icing, I guess. 5:23 to go in the first. Vancouver up 1-0. Wicket in on the near side. Shot with traffic in front. It was knocked down. Chin with trying to get the rebound, and that was blocked. Now in behind the net. McLeod. No, that's Martin. To the far side for Vickers. Into the middle. Pass was intercepted by Wickeden. It's Cliff, actually. He gets it back. Carrying it in. Stopping up. Back to the point. Zemmeru with a shot right in on goal. And off the hang, sticking up into the air. Now Chin into the neutral zone. Atkins with a shot. That's off the skate and up into the netting. Face off in the Raven zone. Off the draw, Chin. That's who's carrying it in there. He lost it in the corner, but a hard shot from a sharp angle from Fitch. That was off the side of the net. Now Semiahmoo chipping a high one up through the neutral zone, and Nicola almost skating in on it, but it ends up in the corner. At the blue line, Fitch with a backhand, or through the legs pass, looking for Whedon in the middle. Couldn't get his stick on it. Now Zhang with it on the boards. Up ahead. Vickers chipping it by into the Thunderbirds zone. He's checked. And Offos there, can't clear it. Zhang, Vickers now walking in. From a tight angle, lost it, and Nicola had it for a second. Now Vancouver gets it off the boards, up to the middle. Fitch at the red line, walking in. Shot was blocked there by Halley, and out to the blue line now. Harris picking it up for Vancouver into the corner. Halley taking him out. No, that was Parsons. Halley picking up the puck. Loose. Trying to get it back to the point. Shot, they score! Right in front. Borisov put that one in. It just came loose right in the slot. Back to the point, and there was... It looked like it was going to go back to the point, but it ended up in front of the net. I'm actually not exactly sure how that happened, but it ended up on Borisov's stick, and he fired it home. So 2-0 Vancouver with 3:17 left in the second period. In the Vancouver zone now. In the corner, Spence sending one out front. That went right through the slot. Back to the point, Zemmeru picking it up and skating it into the corner. Vancouver's able to chip it by. And to the blue line, McLeod. Harris off his stick. And into the middle, Wheatley gives it away. And oh! Vancouver runs into each other. Right in front of the net. Chin now with it. And... looks like it's offside. Vancouver's got to check up at the line now because Ravens time, but they pass it up through the neutral zone, and Creeder on the far side carrying it up into the Ravens zone with a move and another and a shot there. I think Wang might have got his control on that one. Now it comes back out to the neutral zone. Atkins up ahead, in on goal, steered into the corner. Semiahmoo chipping it up for Vickers. In the middle with it. Still with it, it's knocked off the stick, and outside the blue line it comes now. Zhang waiting for Nicola to come outside. Now he does, and he moves in and falls as he tried to spin back. Into the middle now. Chin. It's got Mackay, and that shot's up off Smother's stick and over the glass. Little mix up here. A couple of Thunderbird players taking each other out. Minute 40 left now in the second. Off the draw. Comes back to the point. Who shoots it into the corner. And Semiahmoo chips it up. Zhang racing, or that's Jure racing for it. But Who cleared it back the other way, and at the red line they dump it in the far side. Canopos gets there first. Comes in behind the net. Minamime there. A couple sticks go to the ice. That was kind of weird. Both players lost their stick in behind the net. They didn't know what to do. Now in the near side, Minamime did not get his stick, so he doesn't have one still. Swing and a miss there by Moscatello, and over the far side it goes by Whedon, trying to pull it around. He sends a high one back to the point. Who can't handle that? It was bouncing, and it comes back into the Vancouver zone. Now Who off the boards, and Jure looking guilty there with the offside. He might have got away with it. I'm not sure. The ref might have had his hand up on the near side. 42.3 seconds left now in the second period. Off the draw in the Vancouver zone. Wickeden with it. Firing one over to the far side. Esposito had to turn back, and in behind the net. Spence picking it up off the boards. Comes back to the point. Mackay with it. With a move and into the half-wall area with a shot on goal. That was steered behind the net. Now up to the middle. Cliff with a shot. That was saved. Now comes back to the point. Semiahmoo over to the far side. Martin shot in on goal. And that was caught by Pang and held on to for a whistle. No rebound. Just 1.8 seconds left. Just enough time for a shot. If they can win it. And quick shot there was blocked. So after two, Vancouver up by a pair, 2-0. Semiahmoo is out shooting Vancouver though, 25-18. So we'll be back after a flood for hopefully a exciting third period. third period is underway here in semi-final number 2. In the Semiahmoo zone, Semiahmoo is up the middle for Giray. That was Cliff, actually. In the middle now for Wheatley. Shot right in on goal. Hand gloving it and holding on. Vancouver up 2-0. Semiahmoo looking for an early goal here to get back into it. Off the draw, Cliff. Into the corner around the far side. Canopos for Vancouver off the boards. Semiahmoo kicking it ahead, but it was picked up by Fitch and stolen by Spence, and Wheatley dumping it in behind the net. Cliff gets there first. Tried to cycle it back, but McLeod picked it up for Vancouver, and up the middle now by Whedon, dumping it into the Semiahmoo zone. Minamime back to pick it up for Semiahmoo, up through the middle, off McLeod's stick and chipped into the Vancouver zone now around the near side, who trying to clear it up, and it goes into the middle just about. McLeod just about stole it. Back the other way, Esposito working in now with some room, and nice save. Wang sticking out the glove. Esposito is able to walk in and get a good shot off from the outside. Face off in the Semiahmoo zone. Who with it? Shot. That was tipped wide. Now Zhang on the far side. And a nice move there to get up to the neutral zone. Right in on goal. He's going to pull it back around the other way. Never did get a shot off though. Now Semiahmoo. Halley tried to pass it over to the far side for Parsons, but it was behind him, and now it's in their zone. Shot there, missing the net. Wicked in on the near side, firing it in behind. Harris tried to chip it to Esposito, and Vickers picked it up for Semiahmoo and got it up now for Zhang in the corner in the Vancouver zone. Zhang walking out with a shot at the top of the circle and a rebound right in front by Nicola. That was shot over the net. And Vancouver dumps it down the ice, and that's going to be icing. Zhang walking out with a shot. There was a rebound right there. And that was just over the net. It might have been another save, actually. Now off the jaw. Ends up in the corner. Wheatley comes away with it with a shot. And poked away now, trying to get it out front. They can't. And back the other way, Vancouver comes with it. That's Cheevers in. He scores! Passed it across there to Chin. Right off his stick and in. Nice pass. Cheevers carrying it in the outside and putting it right on the stick of Chin in the crease. Not much chance for Huang on that one. So up to 3-0 now. Vancouver leading in the third period with an early goal. Puck in the Vancouver zone now. Creeder sends it around to the far side. Smothers holding it in for a second, but Alvin picking it up now over the blue line. Vancouver stealing it, trying to get it in the corner now. Alvin dishes for Vi Whedon. Back to Hu at the point. Back for Vi Whedon and his shot, high shot there. That one hit McLeod. Looked like up high, but he looks okay. Now at the neutral zone, Miller up ahead for Vi Whedon. He's going to send it in off the back glass. Canopos trying to get it out front. gets it back. Now, Who moving in, fishing in the corner. Fitch with it. Spinning off a check, and Who sending it back around the boards. Knopfos on the far side had a stick lifted and stolen. Back the other way, McLeod trying to break in through the D, and couldn't get there. Who stole it, and now he's moving over the blue line into the Semiahmoo zone. Right in with a shot. That was off the post. Now back in front again, and it's cleared away. Back the other way now. Nicola over the blue line with a move, trying to get around Fitch, and he ends up in behind the net. Checked hard. And Vancouver breaking out the other way now by Whedon over the red line. Gets around Parsons almost. Not quite now. He's in behind the net. Out front with a shot. And right on. Huang's going to glove that and hold on for a whistle. Who, though, carrying this puck all the way in and taking it into the middle into a good shooting spot and a hard shot there off the far post. 15:24 left here in the third period. Vancouver up 3-0. Zemmerman with it behind the net. Around the far side. Wickeden held it in there. And in behind the net now Zemmerman trying to spin off Spence right up front. Nice save. And another shot, that's blocked. Wheatley picking it up now. Tried to clear it up to the middle, it was stolen. And Esposito, just off his stick, it comes out to the neutral zone. He has to regroup. Now they send it back in. Martin for Semiahmoo in the corner. Still with it up through the middle, and Wickeden grabbed that one in the neutral zone and fired it back in behind the net. Zemmerman back to pick it up. Hopped over a stick on the half wall. Now Spence getting it and backhanding a pass over into the middle. Wheatley couldn't get there, and back the other way now. Esposito trying to break in. He can't quite get there in time, and at the point, Harris fired it around behind the net. Now Moscatello for Semiahmoo through the neutral zone. Move at the blue line there, and that's going to put G-Ray offside. Another chance here for Vancouver. Puck just came right out to the front there. Esposito with a good shot, and even better save by Huang to keep it 3-0. Off the draw, right in on goal there. I think that's Harris, I'm not sure. Atkins with a chance. Back the other way, Vickers. He's bumped off the puck by Creeder. And Vancouver passing to the far side looking for Chin. Smothers broke it up for a second, but he couldn't clear it. Now Vancouver with it. Back to Who on the line. Shot is wide into the corner. Alvin chipping it back the other way. Atkins digging for it behind the net. He's taken into the boards heavily, and Semiahmoo is going to get a penalty. Just waiting to see who's heading to the box. It's Vickers heading over there. Charging is the call. Looked like he kind of jumped at it from behind. Now Spence trying to break out with it there. It was held in on the far side by Miller. Fitch with it now, spinning off a check into the corner. And taken into the far boards there. That was Esposito. Fitch with it though. Gets it back to Esposito right up front, just in front of Fitch and all the way down the ice. Hand out to play it. Miller picking it up, backhanding it for Fitch, and knocked off his stick, but Who picked it up? Esposito now. Passing it up by Whedon. And blowing slowing it down is the ref. I'm not sure why. Offside, maybe? Long offside. Off the draw, who over to the far side. That was Miller. Now over to Fitch on this near side. Vancouver still on the power play for another minute 18. Esposito in the zone now. Dropping for Fitch. Over to the near side. Who back to Fitch. Back to Who, walking into the top of the circle with a shot, and there's a rebound right in front. They can't bang it in. Comes back to the point, held in there on the line. Now to the near side, Who, right in front, and another chance. Finally, Huang was like way out of his net before he can cover it up. This was the first chance. Vancouver with two good chances there. Walking in with a rebound and by Whedon off his body, and he couldn't find it with his stick to tap it in. Still 49 seconds to go in the Semiahmoo penalty. Spence picking it up off the draw and firing it down the ice. McLeod for Vancouver back to pick it up. Up the near side, Creeder finding Alvin on the far side. Atkins had it, he's knocked up against the boards. Puck's loose, Chin sends it in behind the net. Martin on the near side, fanning on the clearing attempt. Atkin now. Atkins behind the net, he's checked Martin. Comes back to Creeder now. Back on the half wall for Chin, and that pass across was picked off by Zhang. Zhang gets it in behind the net. Sent around to the near side. Out at the neutral zone. Vickers gets it over to Semiahmoo. Carrying it up. Penalty's over. They're back to full strength. Walking in with a shot right on goal. Pang gloved it and held on with no rebound. Face off in the Thunderbirds zone. They send it around the boards here to the near side. Chipped up. Harris racing for it. Vickers back. He's got it. He's going to spin off the check. Up off the glass. G-Ray trying to knock it out. It's up against the boards here just inside the blue line. Comes loose over to the far side. McLeod for Semiahmoo can't chip it ahead, and Vancouver brought it in offside. Face-off just outside the Semiahmoo zone. 10:40 to go here in the third period. Vancouver up 3-0. Comes back to Who just inside the Vancouver zone. Fires a pass over to the far side there for Harris, who was off his skate and back the other way. Wheatley with it now. Into the middle for Spence. Sharp angle shot there off the side of the net. Now Parsons walking in with a shot off the blocker. And on the far side, it's going to be off the glass and back into the Semiahmoo zone. Pally clearing it up the boards here on the near side. And Pally again now over to the far side. Wheatley gets it in behind the net. Cliff trying to dish it back around. Who picking it up and sending it up the boards. Comes out to the neutral zone. Pally over to Parsons. Up the boards quickly. Who just inside the blue line, lost it there. Vickers walking in with a shot. Good chance there. Now right in front. Vickers trying to get it onto his stick. And can't. It comes out to the neutral zone. Sent back in now. Vickers walking in, trying to get around. He had a 3 players there now sent down the ice, and probably Whedon couldn't get back or get up there quick enough to beat the icing. Bunch of chances here for Semiahmoo on that last sequence. This one here was one of the first ones there. Parsons walked in with a good hard shot. Pang got the blocker on and sent into the corner there. Off the draw, McLeod in behind the net. That's Vancouver. McLeod now up the boards. Knopfos in the middle. Tried to get it back to Fitch and over skating it. Now Knopfos picking it up and carrying it in. Leaving it for Vi Whedon with a shot. Wang gloved it. Face off down to the Semiahmoo zone. Cheevers sending it in behind the net. Martin around the far boards. Sent up to the neutral zone. Giray racing in on it, and he gets it, sends it on goal. And Pang's going to cover it up and get a whistle. Face off the Vancouver zone. Cheevers tried to send one up the middle. It was broken up. Now Martin in the corner with it, skating in behind the net, trying to wrap it around. Pang had the paddle down there, and it was deflected back behind the net. Now up the near side. Cheevers with it in the middle. Walking right through the slot before it was knocked off his stick. Wheatley now at the red line. Chipping it ahead, Wickeden up the boards, Cheevers taken into the boards. And the puck goes over to the far side, Wickeden with it. To who? Up through the middle. Walking in with a shot, and Esposito got it off of a shin pad, and a shot there that missed the net. Now back to the line, who? Over to Miller. That shot there was off Minamime and now cleared up to the neutral zone. Who with it at Vancouver blue line. Up ahead, Harris backhanding it in behind the net. Martin back to pick it up. Into the middle, gives it away. Esposito scores! Trying to clear it, that pass up the side, and Esposito was right there to pick it off, and made no mistake on the shot. That was a nice shot up in the top corner. 7:15 to go. 4-0 now for Vancouver. Off the draw here in the Semiahmoo zone. Vickers trying to carry it out. He was checked by Fitch, but he gets it back. Now into the middle. Nicola tried to give it back the other way, and Vi Whedon picked it off. Now passing up to Knopfos. That was off his stick, and Zhang, the red line, moving in. Right in the slot with a shot, and it looks like it got through. Pang made the save. Cleared out now down. Parsons back with it in the Semiahmoo zone. Gets to the red line and still has it. Chipped it just inside the blue line, but Fitch got it and sent it over the far side now. Pass up there was, it might have been tipped, but it was still on the wrong side of center, and it's going to go down for icing. face-off in the Vancouver zone. Off the draw, Moscatello looking out to the middle and went right through to the far side. Atkins now fired a pass over to Alvin on the far side. McLeod had fallen, he was offside. So Vancouver's got to check up now to get it out. Picking off a pass. Chin with a nice move in. And a shot, he scores! Nice play by Chin there. He dragged it around. Drag move into the middle and a nice shot. So Vancouver up 5-0 now. 5:57 to go in the third period. Spence stealing it with a sharp angled shot and a rebound out front. Cleared away. Cliff on the far side, backhanding it back in. Spence into the middle. Had Wheatley there and he tipped it wide. Now back the other way. 2-on-1. Alvin, he's got Atkins in the middle. Passes just in front of him and all he can do is get a sharp angled shot by the time he reached out for it. He missed the net. Now Spence clearing it up through the middle. Alvin dumping it in. On the far side, Cheevers in behind the net. Back to the point, Hu with it. To Esposito with a backhand shot in on goal, and Huang's gonna cover it up and get a whistle. Face off in the Ravens zone. Puck stuck in some feet off the draw. Now Zhang picking it up. And Hu on the near side for Vancouver over the blue line. Smother stole it and sent it over to the far side. Now held in on the far line. And up the boards, Nicola trying to clear it, but Hu got it. Moving in with a shot there. Smother's got his stick in the way of that one, and on the far side, Miller with a shot. That was off an ankle. Now he gets it back, and he's going to send it off the glass into the corner. Minamime up the boards. Zhang now looking for Vickers up the middle, and he got his stick on it, but he was stolen back. Now, Hu with it. Shot missing the net on the far side. Zhang passing up. Girey with it over the blue line. Lost the puck, and Esposito back the other way, trying to catch the Ravens on a change in with a backhand. Wang shut the pads, made the save. Now by Whedon with it behind the net. Tried to get it out front, it was off a stick. Fitch to Canopos. Can't handle it. Gets it back, sends it in behind the net. By Whedon now in the corner. Cycles it for Fitch. Fitch circling off a check. Taking it in behind the net. Back to Creeder. Slap shot. That was steered aside. Fitch with it again. He's checked. By Whedon out front. Canopos. He had to reach out the leg to get it, and then he was in too tight and he couldn't get a very good shot off. Now it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Creeder back to pick it up. Passing into the middle. That was off Canopos' stick, and Cliff now for Semiahmoo looking for Spence at the blue line. It was off his stick, and by Whedon coming back the other way now. In with a shot. That was off the top of Wang's stick. Now on the far side. In behind the net, Zamaru. Up for Cliff. Passing to the far side for Wheatley. Gets through, but he's spotted off the puck by McLeod. Now at the blue line, Semiahmoo sends it into the near corner. Creeder sends it back up the boards. Goes back in behind the net. Creeder around the far side. Cheever's battling there for it. Comes loose. Creeder now chipping one up to the neutral zone. Wheatley getting it. And to the far side for Semiahmoo. Vickers just off the bench. In there with a slap shot. Off the pad into the corner. Semiahmoo tried to put it out front. Went right through the slot to the near side. Alvin now around the far boards. Cheever's up the middle. Knocked away and in with a shot was Martin. That was wide. Now Zhang with a centering attempt. That was off Pang's stick and Vancouver can't clear it at the line. Minamime keeping it in. And again, and a penalty coming. Didn't see it. Cross-checking. It's going to be on Semiahmoo. Vickers. Got hit by McLeod there. It's a good check and trying to break in. So Semiahmoo is going to be shorthanded for the rest of the game if Vancouver doesn't score. Comes back to the point, Wickeden. Wickeden gets it back over to the far side. Shot there, that was saved and it looks like the net's off. He's not very happy coming off the ice. Vancouver now. They score. That's Harris on the far side. Passed in there and just squeaks through the 5-hole. So 6-0 now with just under a minute to go, and that was a power play goal, so Semiahmoo is going to be back to full strength. Inside the Vancouver zone. It's chipped out to the neutral zone. Parson sends it back in again. Puck in the corner. Borisov with it. Pass up is by face-off coming back down the Vancouver zone. Off the draw, Who sends it around the near side. Cheevers trying to tip it by. Hit the linesman now. Esposito in. Who's checked. Knocked away. Up to the neutral zone, and that does it. Esposito getting one last check in there. And that's going to do it. So Vancouver Thunderbirds are going to go on to the gold medal at 8 tonight, I think it is. After a 6-0 win here against Semiahmoo. Semiahmoo is going to play against the Northeast Trackers at 5 or 5:30 in the bronze medal game. And Central Zone Rockets are also heading to the gold medal game later tonight.